Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having part 3 of the Chaos Daemon campaign in Warhammer 3 Total War. And our first task is to defend the Tower of Crack. And after that I think we are ready to assault the Kislev, or at least some part of it. I guess we will construct some outposts, and I guess it's time to end a turn. They want us to join war against Exiles of Khorne, but I don't think that we will do that. Because we don't want to get caught in that kind of battle. And okay. And I think it's time to move. Okay, the enemy actually withdrew. So it might be possible to chase them. And I think that's exactly what we are going to do. And it seems it would be a valiant defeat, but let's make a quick save just in case. But I think we should be able to beat them. And if you have some tips or advice for the campaign play, all such are welcome. As I have said in previous videos, I haven't played this game that much. So the battle mechanics and some of the campaign mechanics, I think I'm not that much in them for them compared to the historical Total Wars, especially compared to Rome 1. Okay, and it seems the starting position here for us is not that good. So we need to find a way to get to the high ground so that the enemy is not able to shoot us too badly. Fortunately, these units can deploy quite far ahead. Let's put them into one control group. Then the melee infantry, another. Missile units, still another. And heroes, still one. And I think we should try to get to this part of the map. Or maybe rather here. And it seems the enemy is rushing towards us. But there is this stream which may actually hamper them somewhat. So I think we will be able to get across.
Forest may be used to conceal your movements, Commander. Close with the enemy under cover of the trees to retain the element of surprise.
And let's send the cavalry. to the other side. And let's use this forest to conceal most of our movements here. And our reinforcements are coming. Of course, they are in pretty bad shape.
Fire at will without orders to the contrary, Commander. Have them conserve their ammunition, if you so wish.
And I think these troops will try to circle around here. And maybe we will keep these here as well as a reserve, but the initial attack must come from this direction, I think. And maybe we could utilize that other forest here as well.
To increase their potency, my lord. Yet I advise caution. Channeling so much raw magic at once brings the risk of disaster.
Some of the units are becoming winded, so let's slow down the pace a bit. And maybe let's bring... Okay, the enemy is changing formation. So I guess we can try to push forward here. And let's head for the forest here as well. And it seems this cavalry charge was not one of my wisest decisions. I think we need to withdraw rather quickly. But at the very least, they managed to draw the enemy attention so that rest of our troops can get into better position. That's at least what I hope. And I guess some units here should take damage. And it seems the battle must be joined rather quickly. Oh, actually that was a pretty bad spell to cast. So I think the cavalry can charge. Let's send the infantry to engage missiles to strike those units down. And heroes there, and I think the Furies can take care of that side. Okay, one of our units have been wiped out. Let's see how our cavalry is doing. Not so great. Time for them to withdraw. Are these actually... Oh, they are not fleeing. And I don't think we will attack the Tsar Guard. And I think the heroes here are performing rather well. So let's take care of those Kossars. And maybe a spell there will be of use. And I think some of our shooters can concentrate on the enemy hero. And it seems the balance of power is slowly shifting into our favor. And let's see about the cavalry. If we can take care of those, whatever they are, Streletsy, that would be beneficial. And I guess these can take down those. And it's time to press forward here to engage and finally take care of the enemy hero. And I guess this could be beneficial there. And let's also weaken him somewhat. And then I guess a spell there wouldn't go amiss. And let's see the situation with the cavalry. Maybe fighting alone against Tsar's Guard is not the best utilization of cavalry. And if we can take down those Stretchy, that would be beneficial, of course. They are fleeing. Looks good. Except these armored Kossars here. And it seems I almost did more harm to my own units than to the enemy. And they have finished their battle there. And I guess we will send this toad to fight there. And we have victory. Nice. Even though not perhaps as good as could have hoped for, but at least better than nothing. As the auto-resolve would have been, I guess it was some kind of defeat. And if we do the mopping up operation here, I think the next battles will be a bit easier, as the enemy won't have that many troops against us. Okay, so Pyrrhic victory, but victory nonetheless. But I think before pushing into further Kislev territory, I need to gather some strength or replenish the troops. And it seems I actually lost some units altogether. And of course, if you viewers have some tips or advice for the campaign and battles, or are welcome, you can post them to the chat. And let's put the sacrifice for the undivided chaos. And we can have some levels here. I think replenishing casualties here will be beneficial. And I guess that's okay. And here let's take Gehenna's Golden Hounds. And for this one, I think we will take this one. And then we need to recruit some more units. I guess these beasts are, since they regenerate, that will be quite beneficial for us. And then let's see if we can encamp these ones. And recruit some more troops from the global pool. I think we will take some cavalry, some missile units, and some Chaos Furies. And there is also a level to be gained. I think let's upgrade this spell here. And this lord does not need to move, and we can do some upgrades here. And here they are not available. Okay, let's continue. And another faction destroyed. And let's give her some items and maybe some retinue as well. And I think we will give these troops for the main army, and apparently moving into encampment stance won't increase the casualty replenishment rate. So let's retreat to the Tower of Kruk. Maybe that will increase the replenishment. Yes, it does. And I guess this army could use some more troops as well. So let's try out these Plague Bearers. Poison attacks, quite a lot of hit points. It seems decent leadership, but armor is quite bad. So we could get exalted Plague Bearers that way. Okay. And we can have the Red Room, whatever it is, event or something. So I think we will improve the relations with Naglish factions. And the hero here has a skill point. I guess we will take that damaging spell. And I think the army here is ready to move on. It can heal the rest of the damages it has sustained on the way. And this army can recruit the necessary new troops while moving as well. And maybe we could take some missile cavalry as well. Let's see if they work properly. And we can do some upgrades here, but not here. So it seems we need to save some money in order to, or whatever this is. favor, so that we can build the level 5 main building there. Let's try to get some more money out of them. Okay, a new trait. Nice. And it seems demons from the Chaos Realms, I guess, are attacking. But fortunately, we don't have any of the, what are they, portals or rifts. I guess they were rifts nearby. And Fort Strakov is our first target here. And this army here can still continue to recruit. I guess we will take some missile units and marauders, since we are in a hurry to get more troops, as we will attack next turn. And we could build 4th level the Eternal Banquet, but I think we are saving for the Dreadhold Fortress. And they want us to join a war against another Chaos faction, which we politely decline. I don't want to get embedded into their conflicts there. They can duke it out by themselves. We are focusing on the Kislev. And it's time to besiege this city. I think our strength is enough to capture this fort. Or then not. But let's bring in the reinforcements. I guess that will make the difference at least. And let's check out if there is some big enough enemy army nearby that can cause us troubles while taking back the area. I guess not. So it's time to strike. Still valiant defeat. They will last 10 turns. I think we will fight here. In the siege battles of these small settlements, the AI at least divides its forces so that they can attack from every direction. Do your viewers know if that's the correct strategy or tactics there, or should the troops be concentrated on one front? What do you think? At least we can try out the different tactics. Let's, if there is no better opinions, I think we will try to concentrate our strength on one front. And let's hope that's enough. So I guess we need to take control of these, or at least this victory location here, and taking control of these other locations, supply locations, will be beneficial as well. Key building, okay, that will be our target, and we are going to head towards it, I think, from here, where we already are. And let's put the cavalry to the front. Maybe they can make a surprise attack. That could gain us something here. And then the infantry from the other side. And the missile units will support the infantry. The flyers will stay behind, and let's see if they can backstab the enemy at some point. And I think we are ready to start. Okay, there seems to be at least some enemy cavalry in front of us. And if we try to take control of this area with these Chaos Furies, let's see if that would work out. It seems our cavalry may be in a bit of trouble. Let's send in the main hero, or the Lord. And of course, this ability might be very beneficial in against that large clump of enemies. And let's see, where is a good target? I guess there. And the infantry here is performing rather well, it seems. And let's see about the Chaos Furies. Can I force them to land somehow? Okay, there. So hopefully they can take control of that area there. And the infantry can advance. And I guess this spell here will work just fine. There. And I didn't even hit my own troops. Some good news. And maybe I should divert one unit of cavalry to help the... Oh, this is getting targeted down. Let's focus on the Tsar Guard next. And our reinforcements have arrived. And why are these guys not taking control of that? I don't know. But I guess the other side should start to be open. So let's combine these troops, the infantry, to one control group. one additional unit. Okay. And that didn't work out. So missile units to another group. They can head there. The infantry to help push through here. And then the cavalry here can try to circle around and take control of that supply node or whatever it is. And I guess you can go a bit more backwards. And let's see how we are faring now. So at least the infantry here is doing decently. Maybe we should send these guys to help there. Okay, so as these guys are not doing anything there, let's send at least another of them there. And if they still do nothing, I think we will send them to help in the battle here. And it's time for you to come away from there. The spell at least is doing some decent damage there. Okay, another hero here taking some damage. Time to withdraw. And it seems our cavalry isn't doing that well here. So let's change the tactics a bit here. And join the rest of the army. Okay. And it seems that's not working. So let's head out to help some of the troops there. And I guess we need to take this one away from the battle. Okay, one victory point captured. Good. Let's try to capture another one. Or at least harass the enemies there. So maybe that spell will help us out there. And these units are still performing pretty well. These on the other hand are not. And I guess this infantry should be commanded to fight. And this guy will be added to the hero control group. And you are not supposed to fight the enemy general, because you cannot beat him likely. And the missiles there might actually do some good. And maybe a spell there. So at least some of the enemies are starting to waver and even panic. And the balance of power seems to be shifting into our favor bit by bit. Let's see the other front here. It seems we are pushing forward bit by bit. And these are once again fighting against the enemy lord. Oh. Okay, let's try to take care of that barricade. And do we still have some furies left? They can attack the enemy there. And the main enemy strength at the moment seems to be the... Okay, we have one. So basically the buildings, but doesn't matter anymore. So, a Pyrrhic victory from a defeat. Looks nice. And we didn't even lose our lord. Maybe one unit of Furies went completely down. And if I saw correctly, the next two settlements are a bit more lightly guarded. So we should be in a decent position to push forward soon. And let's take this, since we are mostly going for Nurgle.
The greatest champions of demonkind, held in high esteem by the ruinous powers. Continue.
Okay, so we could ascend at some point. And here, let's actually improve the casualty replenishment rate. And here, could we actually increase also replenishment rate? It seems not. So since we have... Oh, let's not take this glittering rope, but... Oh, then let's take it. Okay, and if we can change the stance there, which we cannot. So I think we will take Toxic Resolve and Unholy Resilience, I guess, since he's quite badly wounded at the moment. Let's improve the spell there, and the other one here. And let's see what's going. Okay, let's recruit these Chaos Furies, as that's the unit we lost. And maybe this unit can recruit something as well. And apparently we are moving pretty decently forward here. So, okay, we could dedicate ourselves to the Undivided. Maybe we'll take this dedication. And we got an achievement, Godly Might Given. And should we change something here? Maybe the lowest one is the best one here, so let's take those. And let's stick to the Undivided body parts, I guess. Okay. And we can construct augural charts, but actually if we can construct the Dreadhold Fortress, we will go with that first. And it seems we can construct that one as well, and we have a turn. And it seems the other Chaos factions are laying waste on their own areas, or rather in the areas of their neighbors. And let's make a military alliance. It will last as long as they don't require us to fulfill it. And actually I think it's time to check the quick deal diplomacy. So we can get some money from here. I really like this quick diplomacy here. It's absolutely an improvement to previous Total War games. It makes this so much more faster and convenient.
Marauders all, always ready for a headbutting contest. Done.
Oh, we could have some other alliance. Okay,
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
so military alliance as well. And we got an achievement, common cause. And it seems we have finished our options, at least with which we could gain the money here. And she doesn't need to move. Is this actually... It's an allied army. Okay, good. And here... Let's take another point there. And Fort Strakhoff can finish that. I think we will wait for one more turn until we will head towards Datshyn. I don't know how to pronounce that. And here we will take the encampment stance, even though it seems not to be helping at all. And let's take these Forsaken of Nurgle to the army. So we can somewhat swap the troops with this main army pretty soon. Okay, we have a turn. And what's our diplomatic relations with these guys? I think we will not help them, because in the bad case scenario a new front will be opened against us, and that would be make things somewhat more difficult. And let's try these Forsaken of Nurgle. So we will give the weekend units here, and then let's take these Plague Bearers as well and leave maybe these Chaos Furies out. So because they move faster, they will be good with the reinforcing army. Once again, valiant defeat. And okay, they have their legendary lord there. But then again, we have two armies, and I think we should be able to finish this. So valiant defeat. If this goes as well as the last battle, I think we will have a Pyrrhic victory, at least. And it seems we can attack the enemy now from any direction. Let's try to draw most of the enemies to the opposite side from which our reinforcements are coming, so maybe we will be able to strike at the enemy's back with the reinforcements. The enemy seems to be having quite a lot of missile troops. That might be problematic. At least I should try to remember to keep my hero a bit better away from the battle, and at least not to engage alone two units of enemies. But at least in the last battle, these Beasts of Nurgle performed pretty well. I'm not sure if the enemy didn't have anything that would have been able to easily deal with them or what. But at least the performance was pretty solid there. And we are having avenues for attack here. From down here. I think I will take this one, even though it's not on the opposite side, but we could be able to capture this key building rather soon. And also this supply location. And that should make enemy defenses somewhat weaker. And let's split the units here to 2 groups. And then the missile units as well. So you guys are group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. I guess the heroes will go here. Let's see which side is better. And let's see about the cavalry. Maybe they can keep some of the enemies occupied here. Or on the other side, if there is some way to enter. Which there seems to be. So let's see if these cavalry units can service here, but at least I think the infantry here will bear the brunt of the fighting. And it seems majority of the enemies is focused on the okay, time to withdraw a bit with the cavalry. So they are tying up some of the enemy troops. It seems the barricade is blocking us from attacking there. So maybe we could send the heroes to reinforce this side. And the enemy is still keeping some of their units here. But I think our cavalry can start to cautiously advance. And what I said about not attacking alone against 2 units seems not to be the case. And how is the blockade holding there? So I guess, okay, we have reinforcements. So time to pause for a bit and get these guys to the fight. And they will enter the city here. So basically the melee infantry, group 8, will move right away there. And then group 9, the missile units will move to support. The hero will move there as well. And the cavalry, okay, we can have group 10. Nice. We'll move here, and the Furies will strike at the enemy back when the time comes. And of course this hero could be very useful here. So I think that place is pretty much planned for damaging spells. And let's cast the both of them. And actually these guys could try to shoot the enemy hero. And when we can cast this one again, I think we will. And how are we doing here? The Furies could be of service here. Let's take down those Kossars. And the war sleds as well. And it's time to start taking some ground. And I guess this troop can move into shooting position here. Can start to take down those Streltsi. And here let's try to do some damage to the Tsar Guard. And our new infantry units can move here to engage. Okay, and time to withdraw. And let's attack here with the Demon Prince and the Furies. Maybe we can support our units there. And these guys can start to move forward. So how are you guys holding up here? Maybe we could take down the enemy hero there. Okay, it seems our lord is once again taking some beating. Let's hope she survives. And it seems our cavalry took beating against the Tsar Guard. Let's see if he will survive there. And I guess this army can start to push forward here. Okay, it seems he is surviving. Nice. And I guess some melee infantry needs to be directed there. And where is the enemy hero? If we manage to take him down, I think the enemy morale will drop quite nicely. And then we have the reinforcing hero here. I think he could use some spells to support our army there. Have we managed to take down the enemy lord? I guess we have. So it's time to move forward. And the balance of power is looking pretty promising at the moment. And we have victory. Nice. Even though the battle could have gone better, but victory is victory. Pyrrhic victory. And we have even some men remaining. Even though we need to replenish several turns at least. Okay, hello James. Thank you for the comments. Okay. So thanks for trying to get the attention of the legend. And okay, it's okay. I think I'm a pretty small channel, but maybe someday we can get the attention of legend as well. And I think here we will try to improve the replenishment, and I think the monetary situation could get some improvements as well. Of course, growth is also important. Let's focus on growth first, and let's see what kind of upgrades we will take. So since we are using these units, I think this rancid menagerie will be pretty good. And then here, let's take prismatic plurality and magical reserves. And let's see about the spell, I guess, final transmutation, maybe. And here maybe smoke and mirrors. And with the other army, let's see, let's take the prismatic plurality as well. And I think we need to recruit some more infantry. So let's take these beasts of Nurgle, a couple of them, and then let's take these exalted plague bearers. So that basically means that we need to wait for 3 turns. And let's change the stance next turn. I think we will try to get some better troops instead of the first year units that can be recruited there. So that basically means recruiting from the global pool.
Depravity reigns.
And let's improve the town here. And I think we can now change the stance here to encamp and continue recruiting some of the better units. So actually we lost our Furies, so let's make some of them, even though I just said that we are not going to recruit them. And then let's try those Seekers as well. Let's improve the campaign line of sight. And one more turn until we are ready to move out. And let's upgrade the outpost here. And we have a turn. And the war in the Chaos Wastes seems to be continuing. So they want to have a military alliance. Agreed. It seems charging will pay off, at least for the moment. And is our army ready to move out? So Leblia is our next target, and after that we will head for Castle Alexandronov. And if the enemy has no defenses here, okay, Pyrrhic victory, I think we will take it with auto-resolve. And we have some regiments of renown unlocked. And let's take this malignant power. And here I think we will take the final transmutation. I'm not sure if I'm too much biased for damage spells, but that at least is what we are going for now. And here I think let's construct the money generating base, and for the reinforcing army will move in one turn. Let's see if we can construct something here. It seems not, so we have a turn. By the way, do you viewers know when exactly the Immortal Empires will be released? And we can have Icon of Devotion, and I think for the wizard we will take Mark of Morcar.
You would do well to strengthen your armed forces, for in such dangerous times it pays to be prepared to meet the enemy. Yet be sure to keep an eye on your expenditure. For any standing army must
so let's heed the advice here. Since this is a garrison troop, I think, and we are surrounded by allies, at least for now, I think that will be enough. And since we don't have enough favor with Slanesh, I think economic buildings will be our choice of construction here. Though we don't have that many options available. So maybe Carnal Dens for improved protection, and then Demonic Lurkers. And it's time for you to start moving. And our prize lies right ahead. So at least one more turn for replenishment, and then let's move to the border of the province. And then, okay. So we have non-aggression pact with these, and the subtle torture seems to be under attack. So I think we will enter the war on side of the ally, even though it will open a new front. But if I read the graphs there correctly, I think our ally will be a bit stronger than the aggressor. And it's time to move a bit forward. And let's see if we can construct something. At least this enough excess. And it seems we have a level here. I think we will take this blissful rapture.
A tool of sweetest torture.
And here, let's take this maim. Okay, it seems the Khorne faction is stronger than the Slanesh faction we decided to help. I think we will kill them immediately. And then it's time to besiege. Okay. They are having a nice army there. So I guess we need to move the reinforcing army out first, and then let's see if the enemy will fight us here. And we could have a Pyrrhic victory with high casualties. So the reinforcing army will take quite a beating, but I guess that's acceptable. And some new levels. And let's spread these skills out a bit.
Supreme champion.
And let's see if we can capture the city. Okay. So there is quite a small garrison. I think we should be able to take this. We would lose some cavalry, some infantry. Maybe we will auto-resolve it nonetheless. Okay, and Castle Alexandronov is ours. And the Great Orthodoxy has been destroyed. And apparently this was only a smaller town. And now we need, of course, to replenish the troops. And it seems to be quite costly. So we lost some cavalry and then some infantry. So I guess we will replenish with similar units. And let's take the best cavalry available there. And then let's take those a bit poorer quality troops. And we can have a commandment. I think we will take the Revernögel here. And let's finish the turn. Okay, the exiles of Khorne have landed here. And it seems we need to reinforce our defending army. And most likely quite a bit.
The dome of fate feels a prison apart.
So some new rifts incoming pretty soon. take encampment stance and start recruiting some new troops. And the Cornish army is there. And actually we have some regiments of renown available. I think the reinforcing army actually can take these. And they can switch with the main army. And here I think we will make at least some of these seekers. And then let's make seeker chariots as well. And I think we will need some more infantry. But at the moment it's not available. And let's check the diplomatic relations. With Tong we could have military access. Okay, nice. No defensive alliance is available, but military alliance is available. Oh, so they will become our vassals. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, maybe we'll take them as vassals. And then we are at war with the exiles of Khorne. And they are quite powerful. Okay, so we can have some new buildings. At least this city is beginning to be pretty well defended. Let's see if we can construct something else here. And this army should take one more turn, or 2 turns, to get replenished fully. And then we can attack the... is it real Kislev? Or whatever the faction's name is. But I think we have everything for today. Thank you very much for watching and for James commenting and trying to get the attention of Legend. I think we are trying to continue some evening this week, or similarly at the same time if you are on the other side of the globe. And if you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can also turn on the notifications. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldGames.